Thank you. Welcome to the session. Today's topic here is how to get ranked on a Google map in your service area. So it's the Google Maps playbook. It's all part of the accelerated growth model here that we've developed, right? If you really want to accelerate things all from the digital space, these are a few of the items that you're going to need to look at, right? The first one here is we have to drive leads. We have to get visibility, drive leads to the website. And we have to look at maximizing conversion, right? And then optimizing results. So all three of those things. And on the left here, looking at the driving leads, we've covered organic SEO. Paid search is going to be coming up, database. We're on this organic SEO side of things today, just specifically focusing on Google Maps. So also maximizing conversions, website reputation, automation, and then optimizing results, right? You have to know what the total spend is, the average cost per lead, and then a return on investment needs to be looked at. So again, welcome. Happy you guys joined us here today. Again, here's just another kind of accelerated growth model roadmap, and then all part of the digital dominance method, right? SEO, repeat and referral business, PPC, pay per lead opportunities out there, retargeting, social media. These are all things we cover for our clients with our program, and we kind of touch on all of these components. So you can just give me a few minutes. Turn off your cell phones, turn off Facebook, close those other tabs on your computer. And if you own a hospice and you're serious about getting results from the Google Maps, the next 60 to 90 minutes will change your life. So what we're going to cover today is the latest updates with the Google Map listing. The five biggest issues that could be preventing you from ranking on the Google Map. We're going to look at our proven model for ranking in that three-pack, that coveted three-pack that's on the search results page. And then the best tools to systematize and automate all the heavy lifting. So if everyone's cool with that, give me a drop of one in the chat, and we'll get started. But real quick, who am I? Why you should listen to me? I'm the author of the book, Internet Marketing for Hospice Providers, widely accepted as an expert in this space for internet marketing for hospice care providers. And I think the most important thing here is we've worked with dozens of companies across the US. And what I'm going to be sharing with you guys, this is what we do, right? This is not based off of some book I read or some theory. This is real world. We have experience in this space, and we've been doing this for a very long time. So I'd like to start off with the question here, and that question being, do Google Maps matter, right? So a lot of changes with the search results pages over the years, you may have noticed. But the question here is, do Google Maps still matter? Does it matter to get ranked in this area? This is that area that I'm talking about in the search results page, this three-pack. Does it still matter, right? If you think back 10 years ago, the search results page looked a lot different, right? A lot of the page was taken up by the organic listings. Now, when people perform searches, the first thing they see, the first four things, right, before any of the organic stuff is shown, are the ads. And so basically, why do Google Maps matter if most of the page, that first part of the page before people scroll, is all taken up by ads? Does it even matter to rank in here anymore? And so obviously, if we look at some data, 71% of the clicks happen in these first five positions. And then that top spot that gets 44% of the clicks and the calls. And then we track this for our clients, so we can share with you that data. But yes, Google Maps does matter, right? If we look here, I have two I have all the phone calls that happened in a specific time period, and then just looked at the calls from the Google listing itself. Right, I think it was over 60. It was around 60 something percent here of all the calls came from the Google map. Right, so that section right here, when someone does a search for your city hospice, right, that's in this area, that's driving the lion's share of the calls, right? And then the organic search, you can see that's driving the lion's share of the traffic. So yes, Google Maps matters. You can't just rely on pay-per-click alone. And so if we look at the changes, the biggest changes is the Google Map listing in the local search or in the search results pages. They were reduced from 7 to 3. So 10 years ago, if you looked at the search results page, the page was mostly taken up by organic listings, and then that local pack area actually had 7 results, right? It was like A, B, C, D, E, and now it's shrunk to 3. And the other change here, they used to never put ads in the maps. Now they're serving paid ads in the Google Map results. So those are the two biggest changes. There's been some other changes over the years with if you look at other industries, they have these like local service ads on top of the paid ads, and then the organic stuff. So, but hospice doesn't have that, so we're not covering that. And yeah, and so if you look at the search results page, right, you have the ads up here, you have the map area. This is the Google, it's now called Google Business Profile. So instead of GMB, it's GBP. And then you have the SEO or the organic listings underneath that, right? So we have the organic section here. You got is broken up with the maps and the search, just the organic listings under that, right? And we want to own we want to have an ad. I'm not creating this webinar today and saying that you should only focus on the Google map, right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that this is just one aspect. It still matters. It still drives phone calls, but you should also have a play in the other areas, right? Like paid ads and the organic side. Be in all 3, right? You want to be everywhere. Play the game there. Another big change here is that Google says it has reduced the fake Google map listings by 70% since 2015. This was a thing a lot of agencies have done. It's been a practice for marketers out there. They'll create a fake website, a fake Google listing. They'll get a Google listing verified by Google. A long time ago is you just got a postcard delivered to an address, and you could unlock the listing. And their idea was to just collect leads and then sell them to local companies in the area. So that's a good thing, right? Google, this area, Google, if Google's policies here, you have to have a real physical location. It has to be a real business. But some people, game the system and things like that. So it clouds the actual listings from the real listings. People don't know, is this a real business? Is it, what are they doing here? But they've reduced fake Google map listings by 70%. So what could be hurting your rankings on the maps, on the Google map area? The first thing here is that you need an office in the city you're targeting to rank well on Google Maps, right? If it's and again, a lot of agencies used to do this too. It's like, oh, let's open up an office address here at my house, right? That used to work. You can use your home address or your Aunt Sally's address, whatever, and create a Google listing, and then you'll rank well on maps, right? If you're in a real competitive market, if you're thinking of like Miami or Los Angeles or Dallas, that's not going to cut it anymore, right? You're not going to be able to rank well on maps if it's someone's home that you're using the map listing, because you actually don't have an office location in Dallas or in San Diego or in Los Angeles. And if you did this, I don't see this happening with a lot of hospitals. A lot of other competitive like plumbers and electricians, things like this. They had a lot of these practices going on, and we've seen a lot of these. And so if you did try to spam locations, if you used like a PO box somewhere, or you don't actually have a physical location, then that could be hurting you. Inconsistencies in your name, your address, and your phone number across the web, right? So there's a lot of references or listings around the web that your business could be on. And if there's inconsistencies in there, if the address is wrong here, the phone number's wrong here, a lot of times, a business might move, and a listing that you didn't even know was created is out there. It has wrong information on it. And so Google looks at it. It's not a huge play anymore. This used to be a big factor, but still pay attention to this, right? If there's inconsistencies in the name, the address, and the phone number across the web, Google doesn't trust it as much. So, and then also if the company name has been spammed, right? In the name of the Google listing, right? This should just be your company name, right? You don't want to take this opportunity to start adding keywords. That's not suggested. If you look at Google's terms, their policies, they want the business name there. They don't want added keywords. But people, of course, marketers and other business owners have done this. They've spammed, a certain keyword, or like they'll put the city in there, and yeah, it'll give them a boost. But that's going again. We don't recommend that, right? And then, do you have enough reviews across the web? So, very big component here. Google is going to, it's not only Google, but the people that are going to be calling, right? They're going to look for that. And if you look at a search and it came up and it had 3 people with 0 reviews, they may start to want, there's some subconscious things going on, right? They're going to wonder, is this company serious? Is this an actual business? Are they in business? Right? It starts to bring up some questions. So those are the things that could be hurting your maps here, your map results. Now, we've done this for we've done this for a long time. We have a list of keywords. Please visit hospicecaremarketing.com/keyword-list. It'll pull up a keyword planner. It'll show you all the how many average monthly searches there are for each keyword. And so this can help you to go and check, where am I ranking when someone does this search, like hospice care, your city, right? In your city, palliative care, hospice services, end of life care, all these things, right? You want to optimize your website around, obviously. You also want to optimize your Google listing around. And so if you want a free ranking report, an SEO review of your website, your rankings, we'll generate a list in your market and look at where you rank in Google and Yahoo and Bing, or Google, Bing, Google Maps, Google Mobile, where do you rank when people perform these searches? What you measure, you can improve, right? So once you see, then okay, yeah, I might need some improvements in these areas. And we do this for anyone where this is a free audit, a free service that we provide, and we can show you where you're ranking, what you could do to improve those rankings and change things. So you could visit hospicecaremarketing.com/schedule to get that. And then if you wanted that keyword list, is hospicecaremarketing.com/keyword-list. That'll pull up the keyword list there. And then please feel free to take this. Our team will run the ranking report. We'll look at the directories, the listings around the web, see if there's inconsistencies that need to be cleaned up. And we'll evaluate the website and We're happy to do this. We don't ask for anything in return here. hospicecaremarketing.com/schedule. And so we're going to look at our proven formula for getting ranked in the Google Map 3-pack. You may hear me refer to this as the Google listings or the 3-pack, the local pack. That's the area of the search results that we're going to be focusing on today. And we're going to look at these items to optimize for your for getting ranked in the 3-pack, right? So the first thing is the Google Business Profile. It used to be called Google My Business, now it's called Google Business Profile. There's a number of things you should be doing on your Google profile. We're going to be looking at all the different citations or the different references or the different websites that could have your business name, address, and phone number on. And we want to look at that and see if there's inconsistencies anywhere. Also, the on-page elements of your website need to be dialed in, need to be taken care of for SEO, and then the reviews, right? Some of the trust signals here for the Google listing is the authority of your brand, right? If your brand is brand new, right? If it's within a year old, it's not going to have as much authority as a hospice provider that's been in business for 15 years, right? They have a lot more authority out there. So obviously that's a trust signal, right? If it's a brand new hospice, it's not going to have as much trust than the one, that makes sense. Verification method. So there was a number of years ago, the way that a business got verified on Google was, you went to Google, you filled out some things, and then you hit verify. It would send a postcard to your business address. Then you came back, put that, once you got that postcard with it had a PIN number in it. Once you came back to your listing, you put that PIN number, it would unlock your listing. You could add your description, add your hours. Now you're live on Google, right? So now they've started to do things a little bit differently, right? So now they have a review process where if you're opening up a listing, you'll have to jump on the phone with a live Google rep and show the Google rep the office, right? Where people park, where people enter into the building, and they want to look around, like where is someone who is greeting this person? Where are they going? What do they do? Right? It's not, it's not a like a UPS store, right? That you rented a mailbox for this purpose. So that's what they're trying to weed out. There's also an option for you to create a video. So say you park your car, you start recording the video, and you walk to the office, and they want to see signage. They want to see, where someone, how someone going to find the front door. Where can they go? Do they go in? Do they sit down? Are they greeted by anyone? Right? All those things. And then there's the postcard, the email, and the phone. Those I don't see a lot happening anymore. It's usually this live video recorded or video verification. We've gone through this process numerous times over the years. We've had say a client moves, well, we change the address on the Google listing. Now, boom, it triggers a verification. So now they suspend the listing. Now they want it verified, and we've done these video recordings, and as long as you have a physical location and there's signage for the business, it has a real physical business address, no problems there. So there's nothing to worry about. But people gaming the system, right? That's what they're trying to weed out. But some of the other trust signals here, total number of reviews, the review velocity. So do you have reviews coming in consistently? Or was there just like, an influx of 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 that came in at one time, and then there's no more reviews, right? The way they come in, it's going to look kind of natural, right? It's like you get a couple of weeks here and there, and keep building upon that. And have you been recently unsuspended, right? This is actually a good thing. You probably had to go through this this video verification process So that's actually a good thing. Back-end engagement, what you should be doing here. I think I might have disabled the Q&A, but the chat should be on there. It might just be open for me, and that might have been a setting that thought I saw someone, one of our employees also was on. See, about 16 of you on, but I think I got a message from someone, so sorry about that. But the backend engagement. So what you your Google listing has a place for you to upload photos, right? Upload your business hours, create posts, replying to reviews. This is something you want to have someone on your team do, right? Or if we were working together, this is something our team would take care of for you, right? We would upload images on a monthly basis, right? This is Google's, Google's given us these tools, right? We got to play in their toolbox, right? And use these things. They like that. And people do business with people right? That people they know, like, and trust. If they see images of some of the team members, some of the staff, in and around the office, out in the field, what have you, that's a good thing, right? And so we want to take advantage of that. And then a completed profile with images at work, logo, cover photo, all those things, right? These are all going to improve your trust signals on Google. Some local link strategies for your website. If you think some local sponsorships, some sports teams, some clubs, this will provide some links and some social media exposure for you. You can host a community event, base the event on a specific reason, right? Like Christmas or what have you. I know social worker month or nurse, there's a lot of different community events you can sponsor or host. Create a local resource page on your website. And you can mention a number of other businesses that don't necessarily conflict with you, but that you work with, right? And then you can use this as a way to help them, but also you want them to do that and back to you. This will provide valuable links back to your website, and both of you should see a boost from that. You can pitch guest posts to local sites in your area where you write a post, maybe link back to your website on that post and ask them to publish that on their website, and then they can do the same for you. So just a few local link strategies there I wanted to highlight. And so if we go back to and we start thinking about the Google business listing, right? You definitely want to make sure you have a login for your Google account that you own that listing, right? So if you had an agency or someone set this up for you and they gave you access to it as like a manager or something and they have ownership, you don't want that. You want to be the owner of your Google listing, and limit the amount of owners there are on this listing, right? You don't want a bunch of people in there. Anyone can go change things. Only owners can remove and add people. So you definitely want to have control of that, like who is getting added to your listing. With our agency, we're going to add a couple, an account that we all have access to, right? And so then we'll be able to go in there and optimize the listing on our client's behalf. But our clients are still the owner of that, or the primary owner of that listing. So that's going to be best practice for you, right? Worst thing you could do is lose touch with someone that created it, and then you'll never, you have a really hard time getting ownership of that listing back. And then, just make sure the company name there is just company name, right? Not company name plus city or company name plus, this and this services, best hospice company in, Los Angeles or something like that. You don't want to add any keywords there. Definitely add your website address, creates an important inbound link. We suggest using a local phone number, not a toll-free number. You're serving your local clients in your local market. This 800 numbers, or you don't need to use those. I would suggest using a local local telephone number in your market. So local address, no PO boxes, nothing like that, no UPS stores. Upload photos, and as many photos as possible, right? We're talking about personal photos of your office, your team members inside and outside the office, the front door, all these things, where someone may park. Take all these photos, upload them into the Google listing, and then as your team members are out and about, they're meeting with people in the field. Great moments to capture a photo, add those to the Google listing. You want to do that frequently. And then your hours of operation and services offered, right? So you can add the hours of operation if they ever change. There's also when holidays come up, they want to know okay, is someone going to be there answering the phone? Is that door going to be open? And then there's a section on these Google listings where you can list services that maybe it's music therapy or something that you provide. Maybe someone's looking for that. Maybe they have maybe they're wondering, does your practice offer physical therapy or whatnot? So these are things. Take advantage of all these options that Google gives you. So services, hours of operation, there's a description, all these different things you want to pay attention to. And so look at it, if you go, it's all managed from the search results page now. You can add photos right there, add photos. You can manage the calls. You can see how many calls are coming in, and what this is actually tracking is on a mobile device from a search results page. If someone did pull this up, there's a click to call button, so that's what they're actually tracking there. So that's not all the phone calls that happen, right? It's just the clicks to call from a mobile phone. Now, best practices: use your photos and add them on a consistent basis, right? You don't want to add a bunch of stock photos in here, right? Use real, authentic imagery. That's going to provide the best results, right? It's going to provide the trust and authority that you're looking for. And Google has an area where you can post, right? Much like on social media channels. So you want to leverage that. Posting a couple times a week, right? There's a place to add an image. You can add a link back to your website. You can post about events, all these things. You want to leverage that on the Google profile. And then when you do get reviews, you have an opportunity to respond to that review. You can thank them. And you definitely want to do this. And then there's also areas on this search results page where you can answer questions that get posted. So and you can even seed some of these on your own, right? So if you think of a frequently asked question that happens, or you can also use the search results for this. If you perform some searches, you may also see where it's people also ask. What questions are people also asking, right? You can have you can get those you can post those questions on to your own listing and answer them, right? These are an FAQ section for this. And then if people do come and ask a question, you definitely want to answer it. So if anyone has any questions about that or wants to see that in real life, how we use that section, happy to show you. Book that strategy call, hospicecaremarketing.com/schedule. And so the next thing here is building citations. We want to make sure there's consistency in the NAP profile, the name, address, and phone number. And so we want to create lots of citations across the web, right? We want to make sure that the name, address, and phone number appear consistently, right? So there's not a discrepancy in the way that the name is listed in one listing to the other, or the address or the phone number, right? So we want, and then we also want to limit the duplicate citations, or the duplicate duplicate or incorrect information that could be out there. And so we run this report for our client, for people that are interested. Again, you visit our scheduling page. We're happy to do that for you. And then we want to build. So we have tools. There's tools to automate this process out there, like Yext or Bright Local. They could do the, someone from your office could also do this. Very tedious, very simple to do. If you have the manpower and things like that to run a report and take care of those listings, create logins and all that kind of stuff, and then get the listings verified, and then you can do this. But there's some tools that can automate this process that are out there, and we'll share those with you. But the one thing here is there's aggregators, right? Data aggregators out there that house the information. If these ones have the wrong information, then they're going, you can see, and we used to do this like way back when we first started our agency in 2012. We'd like go in, clean up all the citations, and then a couple months go back and be like, wait, what? I thought we already changed this. How to get switched again? Well, there's data aggregators out there, and if they have incorrect information, they're distributing that incorrect information to a ton of other sites. So a lot of these citations are connected to these major data aggregators. So you got to pay attention to the aggregators. And then there's some tools out there like Bright Local, White Spark, Moz Local, Advice Local, to run some reports and find out. But and Yext is another one here that we put our clients on. It kind of syncs and synchronizes with all of the major listings, about 70 of them, I think 60 or 70. And so if we look at the best practice for these citations, you want to manually claim and optimize the Google profile. You don't want to have another company do this and own that for you. You want to manually claim this. This is not something that gets automated, right? This is a manual process. That and Bing, I would recommend to manually claim. And then there's a tool like Yext that has direct access to all these citations, and you can put your company name in and then sync it across the top citations, the citation listings. And then you want to pay attention to the data aggregators, right? So there's tools out there. Look at Bright Local, White Spark. These are tools that we use in our business for our clients that go out and claim these data aggregators, make sure they're housing correct info. And that's just a little image. Lots of real reviews, right? There's got to be, you got to build this into your process. It has to be part of your company culture, right? You have to, and I know I hear a lot of times from our clients there's definitely a time to ask for a review. You don't want to ask when a grieving son or daughter. That's not the time to ask, right? But you also visit facilities and things like that. You develop relationships with the people in those facilities. Those are good people to start to leverage some interaction with, right? You can also review have a team member review their business. They can reciprocate, help both of you guys, right? So there's opportunities out there, and it might feel uncomfortable, right, to ask people for reviews, right? And of course, it's uncomfortable because it sounds like you've probably never done it. But once you do this, there's, and we help our clients with this, right? We have tools to automate the process. There's also tools out there like Review Buzz and Podium. It needs to be used, right? You're going to need to add people to it. Again, get the tool to send a text, but we create this with our solution for our clients. But I think the main thing, this will really change your business. We're seeing our clients Google listings getting thousands of people, thousands of eyeballs every single month. And so they're reading these reviews, right? And you have to play the game and make this into your company culture. The ones that do this the best, right? They create little fun games and things for their team to play, right? That whoever gets the most reviews this month, it might be up for like $100 gift card to Amazon or something like that. Maybe they need to get a certain amount of reviews. If there's like one person that gets one, then they don't qualify, right? It's like, everyone's got to kind of play the game. And, the employees start to realize also once they know someone can also go and leave a negative review, they better, take care of the person to the best of their ability, right? And so this is going to increase keyword rankings, local maps. There are a number of signals that are tied to the review, right? It definitely increases the number of conversions that will occur, right? So if you're above a 4-star, you're definitely going to have a lot more conversions. People are going to see those reviews and feel. People trust these reviews as much as a personal recommendation. So there's been studies out there that have done this. 90% of the 9 out of 10 people say they trust an online review as much as a personal recommendation. So, and it makes it appear more credible, right? It really does. If there's 0 reviews, makes it like they're gonna wonder, is this company serious, right? And so on-site optimization, covered this in a previous webinar. Please go to our YouTube channel, check that out all on website. But you need to have strong content on the website that's optimized around SEO. Pages for all of the services. These are all elements on the website that you want to focus on. This will impact your Google Map rankings. So you definitely have to pay attention to the website. That's why I'm posting it here, right? There's got to be a keyword and title and an H1 in the content on every single page, right? That's optimized around SEO, right? Name and address and phone number in the footer, right? There's got to be blogs, right? There's got to be some sort of like ongoing updates on the website. If you leave a website out there for like a year, Google doesn't come back. Google, doing this proves to Google you're educating your audience. You're giving them a reason to come back to your website, and so they like that. It shows some good signals for Google. And then also you want to focus on the speed of the website. Does it take longer than 2 seconds to load on a mobile phone? If it does longer than 3 seconds, you are not providing a good user experience, right? So people are not going to, that simple as that, right? You're not providing a good user experience. Google's paying attention to that. So, over 50% of your traffic, right around 50%, maybe a little bit more, is going to be coming from a mobile phone. So I encourage you, open up your phone, type in your website, see how long it takes to load. And have someone else do it that doesn't frequent the website often, right? And see how long it takes them for the website to load. And so just a few things here to think about on your website. And off-page factors here. Claim and optimize the profile, get lots of citations across the web, build up online reviews, build authoritative links back to your website. That's what we're doing with the citations as well. You can, those local link strategies, right? Create an event, resource page on your website are great ways to start that. And then one thing that we've been implementing for our clients is this signal generation. We're not just publishing a blog post anymore. We're doing that alongside of a strategy here to syndicate that that simple blog post, right? We're hitting all of these different SEO elements here. I don't want to bore you with the technical aspects, but this this expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, right? This is what we're starting to build with by doing this. We're getting these articles picked up in press releases, and they're getting included in with Google Map listings and everything. So it's touching on a lot of things the Google algorithm is looking for, right? The on-page elements, the Google signals, all the signals that are leveraged by doing this press release, right? We're hitting the eat. We're getting multiple do follow links back to the website, back to the Google listing. There's map embeds for our list, like your Google map, your Google listing actually has a map associated with it, right? So we're getting that embedded into these pieces of content and picked up around the web across the country. So, and then it's also, solving that problem with getting the fresh content on the site. And so we optimize all these articles get optimized around SEO with unique images, content, and yeah, so we push the new blog via this signal engine. And so that is really it for today, guys. Oh, did I might have overlooked this. If you want a little checklist, also visit hospicecaremarketing.com/maps. Happy to there's a little checklist you can look at, like, okay, what are some things I need to focus on my website? What are some things I need to focus on the Google listing, the ongoing content? And so it might help you. But again, if you want to take advantage of our analysis, we'll run your keywords. We will look at your citations or those references around the web. Make sure if there's inconsistencies, we will review that with you. We're going to look at your social media presence, just your whole overall digital landscape, and look at the website, the conversion effectiveness of your website. See. Definitely you'll walk away with an action plan of knowing what to do, what you can do. If you want to hire us to do these things, that's open, that's on the table as well. But this is a free assessment. We're happy to meet with you, provide you guidance. That's what I'm here for. hospicecaremarketing.com/schedule, and hope to hear from you soon. Thank you, and we'll talk soon. Have a good day.